Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestling and to AEW Grand Slam Australia 2025 out of 10. And of course, AEW's first time visiting the land down under, so the card was stacked with big matches, including Toni Storm against Mariah May. It's been a bumpy road to get to this point in AEW's time in Australia, but yeah, pleased we're finally here, and let's get straight into the action. Grand Slam opened with the Aussie fans cheering before we got entrances for Takeshita and Fletcher for the opening bout against Omega and Ospreay. Fletcher got a big pump for his countrymen, the crowd just chanting "This is awesome" before anyone even made contact. Ospreay and Fletcher opted to start for their teams and began brawling as soon as the bell rang. The crowd gave Ospreay a big pop when he was tagged in with a high crossbody. The match was high energy and fast paced. They traded control back and forth too many times to count, so it felt highly competitive. Every team had a chance to be in control and get in their offense, but everyone also spent some time selling their defense. Not only was the action fun, but just about everything they did had a high level of precision. All four of these men have reputations, and it's hard to find a single complaint about when AEW doesn't usually care who's legal. The match came from several times where we had close calls before Omega and Ospreay finally combined to get the pin on Big Take with their dual finishes. This was phenomenal from start to finish, and the crowd gave them a standing ovation. Yeah, a great start to the show. The right result, seeing Omega and Ospreay teaming together against two such capable competitors as well, was especially great. So yeah, on the whole, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. A great start to the show. Next up, it was Mercedes Moné taking on Australia's own Hardy Cameron for the TBS title. They locked horns for a bit, and Mercedes tried to big-time Hardy a bit by taunting her while hitting a body slam. The ventriloquist found her Mercedes puppet under the ring and held onto it while she mouthed punches in the corner. The CEO ripped the puppet away, stormed on it and kicked it out of the ring. Cameron used the puppet to taunt Moné later in the match as she began to build up some momentum. Sadly for her, Mercedes was too much for her to overcome. Moné hit her finisher and scored the win to retain the title. So this was easily Cameron's best match today. It wasn't a show stealer, but it was a solid match between two people at different stages of their career. I think, Cameron giving her a big rub on her home show, I think it did the job it needs to do, and I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Before we got Copeland and White coming out for their match against Mox and Castagnoli. As soon as everyone was in the ring, the punches started getting thrown as the Brisbane Brawl got underway, and so rules were out the window. There were usual weapons, putting each other through tables, fighting the crowd, and everything that usually goes for a no DQ match in AEW. Copeland was on his A game in this match and took some big risks along the way. Everyone did good work, but Cope was the star here. Wheeler Yuta showing up with a belt and started whipping White, but all it did was piss him off. Jafir and Yuta helped the Death Riders gain control. Mox eventually won by choking Copeland out, and they continued attacking Cope as the crowd chanted its displeasure. A solid match with some fun moments. The crowd clearly unhappy with the outcome, and yeah, be intriguing to see how that affects the feud going out to Revolution. But I thought it was a pretty decent match, and yeah, these are intriguing storyline coming out, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Before we got Okada taking on Buddy Matthews for the Continental Championship. Matthews came out solo without the rest of his stablemates, and the Rainmaker ignored a handshake and flipped Matthews off, which made him smile. They started with fast exchanges takedowns, but came to a stalemate. These two put on a performance that showed they have studied each other's tricks and knew it all by heart, which made for some fun interaction. It was a great match that allowed both men to show off a bit. Matthews put up a good fight, but he was unable to defend the champion for the title. Okada hit the Rainmaker to close a competitive bout, and yeah, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Two fantastic wrestlers. I thought really put on a great performance here, really delivered, and yeah, for me probably the right result, but I think Buddy Matthews on home turf definitely put in a really solid performance. Luther then appeared in the crowd as an usher and signalled for Storm's entrance. Her old theme began to play before it was replaced by a timeless theme. The former allies wasted no time getting right to the action after the bell, and irate Storm took it to the champion and stomped her down in the corner. This was more physical than their previous encounter, while also feeling like more personal. Storm wasn't there to play the timeless role as much as she was trying to hurt May. Both women hit their finishes and unsuccessful attempts to win before Storm used an inside cradle to somewhat surprisingly regain the title. The crowd erupted as she was declared the victor, while May just suffered the greatest loss of her life. A fantastic way to end the show. It did feel sudden, but I thought a great match, great storytelling throughout, and yes, so pleased timeless Tony's the world champion once again. A great comeback angle, and overall AEW Grand Slam gets an 8 out of 10 from me. Yeah, we talked about the journey that AEW had to get to its first show in Australia, but yeah, I'm pleased they made it. I'm pleased they made a success of it, and yeah, I'm very intrigued to see what's going to happen with Toni Storm now back on the women's division. But I thought on the whole a very good show. This video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.